problem. They're trying to fix it. The subways are working, but not at normal rate. So Romney wanted to stop federal help for disasters. Bad move, you know? New York wouldn't have gotten any federal money. We needed the money. Government is not always bad. I don't think so. I think it's very good when it's used correctly. I think Romney is handsome. He's pretty. But I don't like the way he does business.
Obama, you come to Bangkok.
Do you remember how I saw the Queen?
Yeah.
Remember when I brought the banners?
Yeah.
I would love to see Obama, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, he's going to go to Burma. I would like to come to Thailand first. He's coming to Thailand. I know. He's coming to Bangkok first. I would love to see him. So we've gotten a little far afield, but I wanted to really let us know. Do you because I'm trying to get us is there in the United States there's still a big difference between the very rich and the very poor. The middle class that used to be the American dream, they're feeling the pinch. They're still there, and they still educate their children, but it's harder for the middle class to thrive. The poor are with us for sure, and there's a big movement called the 1%. It's called Occupy Wall Street, and they're a group of people. They're not as active. Last year, when I came here, I stopped off in Hong Kong, and I saw a group of Occupy in front of the HSB Bank in Hong Kong. There's a whole group of people. And so and still that exists, that difference between the very rich and the very poor. And when we read Titanic, we're going to see just how the difference of the poor and the steerage, how that affected the lives, literally, of the people. I don't want to start this right now because of, we don't have time to really begin it. I just have notes here. The very speech pattern of those who are of a higher class, is that true in Thailand? Do the poor have a different manner of speech? I talked to Brother John, and he sent me an email, and he said very definitely, he said certain areas of Thailand, if like in the United States, if you come from the South, there's a Southern accent. He said that if you were a young woman from like the Northeast and you came to Bangkok, you would have a recognizable accent. You could tell if a young woman was from the Northeast, from the South. Is that different? Is the Eastern part, does that have a different? So you have the same thing. It's just a linguistic thing. We'll get more into this when we read My Fair Lady, because that really is about a wager, a bet. I can bet you I can make this girl. whether she be a Thai girl from the country, or whether she be someone in England, Eliza Doolittle. But the thing I want us to think about before we start Titanic is how different it was in so many ways. But then you give me examples how we're not so vastly different today. Do you have a real, we've got royalty here. The royals. And then Father, Brother John told me, he's teaching me slowly, that you have, you don't know how to go V, I don't know how to pronounce anything in Thai, so I apologize. Ping Ying, Pu Ying, is that someone that is raised up to be like a lady?
Yeah.
Woman.
And what about Kun Ying?
Kun Ying.
Kun Ying
is a lady.
Tell me what that is.
Lady.
That's also a lady. Who is
Is
Kun Ying?
a woman.
And the position,
Common.
position of lady.
Higher
Position.
Is it designated by the king?
Yes.
It's
But
by
it's higher than a woman. Than ordinary woman is higher.
it's higher than that. That's what. So that would be whoever got that position would be very high. So it is as though we do have that dichotomy, that differentiation of the very high and then the everyday, the person who works, who finds it hard to make a living. So this is what we're going to be dealing with when we're talking about the Titanic. And if you want to, does everybody have a copy of the Titanic? Do you have a copy?
Yeah.
You do? Do you? Oh, good. You get it.
Yeah, no.
That is, there are 44 bottles. And again, if you don't scribble on them, you can give them back to me. So, do you all know what the Titanic was?
It's a cruise.
It's a cruise ship.
Sang.
Did you all see the movie?
Yes.
I have seen the movie.
Yes.
Roll, and roll.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, you keep it. Okay. No, you can keep this too. Just don't write on it. Bring it back. Even though this is hard. This might be too advanced, and maybe we'll go do a lesser hard one.
I do homework every day.
Do you do this? But do you find this hard? Is this hard? Is this difficult?
Yes.
Yes. Should I get a lesser book? Should I get the one underneath this? I'll get that, we'll see what it looks like. Because if this is too hard, we don't have...
I think it's not difficult if we understand how to use verb past tense, perfect tense, and continuous tense. How to use the different of past,
The past perfect.
person, and how to use the perfect form with subject, verb, and verb ing. How to use. When I know how to use, it's difficult to practice.
Most students don't know, teacher.
Teacher,
Grammar.
teacher,
More
tomorrow, next week,